go a little bit more in depth with our truths and all of that, but had to speed through some things this week as a lot has been going on for us. So right now we'll just go to our quick picks as we do to end each week. Week 13 is going to be a fun one. We're here on Sundays. You guys are about to watch all these games about to go down. We already have missed the Thursday game. But I'm pretty sure we both would pick the Cowboys. Though I've had my hate for the Cowboys, I'm pretty sure we both would pick that one right. So we'll kind of both take the W for that game and then go on for the rest of them this week and see how it plays out and see who gets more picks right. To that point, Alec, who got more picks right in week 12? How'd that go?
Hey, you're on a win streak, man. You're on a win streak.
I know ball. Hey, you see it now. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, you got the vision for sure. You were at 12-4.
And I know ball, man. Like, y'all respect my pen, man.
And I was at 10-6. So we both had good weeks, but yeah, you outdid yourself. I think that might have been your best week so far.
Yeah, that's some good home cooking right there. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
tied for your best week so far.
Yeah. Let's see if I can keep building on it this week, and it's going to be an exciting one. Jumping into week 13, quick picks. Let us know who you guys think will get more picks right this week in the comments and all of that. Let us know who you guys think will have the funnest game of the week and all kinds of stuff which we're looking for this weekend. It's certainly going to be a fun one here on Sunday. So week 13, quick picks. Here we go. Starting off Sunday morning, Colts and Titans. How you have that playing out?
Yeah, I got the Colts. Colts in a close one. But even with Jonathan Taylor out, I think Zach Moss steps up and has a good game. He had a great game against the Titans earlier this season.
Correct.
But the Colts have been surprisingly doing decently well. like a couple games above 500 now, I believe. And yeah, even with Anthony Richardson going down early and Jonathan Taylor being a roller coaster, they've still managed to put together wins, and this Titans team has been struggling. So
everything is not exactly what it seemed. We saw with the Broncos, they cut a few guys, and we thought they were at the end of their season, but instead they turned things around, have been playing well. The Colts, they cut Shaq Leonard, and we thought that meant that things were falling apart over there, but they've been staying afloat as they have as well, and can continue to build on things this week versus a Titans squad who's finding its way also. And you took the Colts in this game?
Yep.
I agree. Going with the Colts in that. So going to be an interesting one. Hopefully, Derrick Henry doesn't prove us wrong and run for 500 yards, but we'll see how that plays.
Possible. He could have a good game.
Very possible at any moment. Going on from there, Falcons and Jets. Something that's not possible. I don't think it's going to be a shootout this game. I think it's going to be nasty. How you have this thing going in New York?
Yeah, I mean, you're right, because the Jets defense is still solid. But I definitely got the Falcons winning this. In Boyle, we do not trust.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're probably wishing they went after Flacco earlier this year. That offense ran by Tim Boyle is not inspiring anybody.
Hey, you know who's still out there, though?
Who?
I ain't going to say.
You're not going to say Cap, are you? Okay. But yeah.
He's a call away.
Yeah. We saw the letter. It was a well-worded letter, but it didn't get the job done, clearly. But yeah, Falcons.
Yeah, I hear you in that. They got Bijan cooking finally, it seems, and they're getting Pitts involved a little bit more from what I saw as well. So they can continue to actually highlight the guys they drafted. They're supposed to finally that they should roll against a depleted, at least somewhat depleted Jet squad right now. So we're on with the Falcons. I will add it real quick. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers already practicing again? He's being lifted off the IR, I believe, or at least just practicing again.
Right.
What do you think about him trying to return in any capacity this season after his Achilles? It's we thought. To start the year.
Yeah, I think he definitely tore his Achilles. Like, we saw the video where it popped and shot up his leg. Like, can we stop with this theory that it was a high ankle sprain or whatever? But they said they opened up the practice window, the 21-day practice window or whatever. So, I mean, he may try to push it just to say that he beat modern medicine and modern science or whatever, but I don't really see it happening unless they are in playoff contention. But there's no real point for him to play if they lose the next couple games.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, there's no real point because he could just hurt it again, and I guess he'd have the off season to recover this time. But there's no, I don't really see a point if they lose these next couple games. Now, if they win one or two of them, then maybe he does play, but I think they have to win for him to even consider it.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily for him to fully play this season. I think it's to your point, to prove the naysayers wrong, to prove all of his other theoretical stuff going on, trying to prove other things wrong in that. So he'll play. He might get on the field just to prove it, hey, I'm here, and then bounce out. But I don't think we're going to see a full return this season, and we shouldn't see a full return this season because this focus should just be next year and getting this team back fully loaded for a full championship push next year, as we thought it would be anyway. So no need to do anything more than it is right now, Aaron.
I keep seeing that video of people posting of like the turkey leg, the tender turkey leg falling off the bone. Yes, Aaron Rodgers when he steps back onto the field.
Yeah, man, that NFL field is different, man. You got to be careful. And especially another point, we won't deep dive too much, but the Jets field has been known now to be not the most sturdy. Folks have turned their Achilles.
They play on turf, right?
The turf has been real jacked up, and folks have been complaining about that for some time. I believe it was Jalen Phillips for the Dolphins just towards Achilles on that turf a week or two ago. Folks have been going down a few times on that field, and those are other reasons that play into it. The field itself seems to be an issue. So for Rodgers to be out there, I think being on that field itself will be another caution to look out for. So no need to see him right now. And back to this, the Falcons will get the job done this week versus the Jets without Rodgers in the lineup there. So moving on from that, Lions and Saints, I have that playing out.
Yeah, I got the Lions. Like, they need the bounce back win after losing to the Packers on Thanksgiving. Saints, as I talked about, these NFC South teams, I don't have a lot of faith in right now. I got the Lions.
Any chance the Saints sneak them too?
There's a chance at home for sure, but I think the Lions should get this one.
Yeah, I agree. But just seeing how they lost last week, I believe that the Packers will get the job done, or that the Lions will get the job done.
We both had Lions.
And for them to lose that game was surprising. So I don't want to start killing off on them. As I always say, they don't believe, but Goff did. It's time for Goff to bounce back and get these guys on track. And we saw them as a top tier team, a top 5, top 2. I think folks have as the top team in the league at a certain point. And it's time to get back in that lane. And I believe they'll get right versus the Saints this week. So good stuff there. Moving on, Broncos and Texans should be a very exciting game. The Broncos have been playing well for the last 6 weeks, I believe it's been. The Texans have showed to be a high-octane team themselves as they've been up and down. But she got stuck and shoot with the best of them. So how you have that playing out in Houston?
Yeah, Broncos country is for sure riding right now.
Finally,
I think I actually got to issue an apology to Sean Payton because I said.
Really? If we had truth this week, that was going to be one of the truths that I had. Like it's okay we got to be patient with some folks and let them the kinks. So salute to him for working it out.
For sure, I think it was like after maybe week 3 or 4, I was like, he's not the prince who was promised, but they turned it around for sure.
Right.
So, this game is really really tight. Texans at home, they've been playing really good football, especially offensively. Broncos solid defense. They do just enough offensively to get the job done in these games.
Correct.
I think it's going to be a really close one. It's like I kind of favor the Broncos defense a little bit, but I like Stroud as the QB better than Russ.
Sure.
In a tight game too. Man.
Yeah.
I don't want to bet against Stroud. He's so fun and he's been playing so well. I'll say Texans. I'll say close win for the Texans.
I agree with that. And going in a left field direction, seeing that Ohio State is kind of bounced out of the contention for the college football playoff and all that kind of stuff. I think C.S. Stroud is going to want to avenge them in some kind of way. He's going to have some boost this week. Seeing the other college football teams playing well, and he's going to want to show his boys that they might have it on the college level, but on the pros, Ohio State can show that they are our top dogs, and he'll put a good effort here versus the Broncos squad. Definitely service for themselves. So it's going to be a fun one for sure. But I believe CJ will find a way to sneak one out of there.
Now I will add like a slight, maybe not caveat, but just a point there that Dalton Schultz is out. Tank Dell is questionable too. Noah Brown's questionable. So like I don't know for sure if they're gonna play. But like if Tank Dell's out, that does like change things a little bit for me. Sure. But they have had like Noah Brown step up, Robert Woods step up at points. Nico Collins is still there too. So
we've joked about my fantasy team for a couple of weeks. My fantasy team, my whole team was questionable a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Mostert, Hill, Brown, Nell, all them guys. And I think what it was they had their tweaks in the last game, So they might sit during the practice. When you sit during the practice, you get marked as questionable or whatever. So he's just protecting himself right now.
Schultz is for sure out, though.
Schultz is for sure out. But to your point about Dell, and I believe Noah Brown is also returning as well. They were just protecting themselves during practice, but from what I read, are on track to return in this game. So they will be there, and their impact will definitely be felt. And I think they will do enough to get ahead of this Broncos squad, who is on a 6-game win streak, something like that right now, low key. I believe
it's at least 5, maybe 6. Yeah.
So I think they'll be the ones to finally end the streak here. Though the Broncos have looked service-wise, as we said. So good stuff there.
Yeah.
Moving on, we kind of talked about, had a preview of this game and what's going on with the Chargers and the Patriots. Again, to reiterate, we look at the Chargers in this game. Should be a good one. This is a nice preview for Belichick to see what's on the other side and what could be if he decided to come to LA and help put up a good performance for him in this matchup here. And hopefully Staley can hold on to a victory in this one. So good stuff on that front. Now for both of us back making our picks, Cardinals versus Steelers. How you have that playing out?
Interesting. I think the Steelers pull it out once again against the Cardinals team that's also not very good. Like, as we talk about, the Steelers aren't great either, but they've been putting together these wins. I think the Steelers win this one.
The way you feel about the Eagles and how you call them a fraud team that keeps finding ways to win, you throw your hands up. I feel the same way about the Steelers. Like, this team is not good, man. They're not good. They found a way to put up 400 yards for the first time.
That 11-0 season or whatever they started off on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired of this team and this weak ass schedule. But I guess the Steelers win this game because the Cardinals are reeling right now and positioning themselves for a top pick and all that kind of stuff. So the Cardinals the Steelers they want to win this game and will do so. But it's just annoying. They're going to be 13-3 or something like that, and I'm going to be calling them frauds the whole way through. So
it's bounced first round.
But we'll see how that plays out. Going on from there, Dolphins and Commanders. How you have that going?
Yeah, I think this is a bit of a rout. I think the Dolphins win pretty convincingly, just because that Commanders defense, secondary especially, isn't very good, and they have a couple injuries to the secondary. Yeah. And I think Tyreek is going to feast. Waddle maybe feast too.
I hope so.
The run game also might feast. So yeah.
HN is back. Hopefully, still feed Mostert a little bit for my sake. Either way, the Dolphins, I believe, will put on a show versus Commanders. Well, they can't do it against the top squads, but against the bad squads, they'll dance on them heavy. So,
Dolphins beat a good team challenge. Is still,
right, here we go.
There.
Going on from there, Panthers and Bucks. How you have that playing out?
I got the Bucks. Two not so good NFC South teams, but I still got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks as well. Game of the week here: Niners and Eagles. Here we go again. Alec, floor is yours.
This is the only scenario where it's not here we go again. As I told you off air, this is the one team that I am comfortable picking against the Eagles because I believe they're certified the best team in the NFC. So I am going with the Niners here. Only hesitance would be that Brock Purdy's on the road in Philly for this game.
Sure.
But I think with Shanahan, the scheme, everybody healthy, I think they'll be able to do enough to get this win. I'm gonna go with the Niners here. Any other team though, Eagles got it. I'm not picking it.
As you just said with the Steelers, like they keep finding ways to win, and on that front, with them being my rival, it frustrates me. With the Eagles, I laugh at seeing how they keep finding ways to win the games and seeing all the folks' reaction to it.
I said it last week, man.
Right. So like it's almost comical at this point. Like they shouldn't have won the Bills game, but they found a way to win. They multiple scenarios of that playing out. And against the Niners squad, where everybody's saying this is finally the game, the Niners are going to show everybody, show the world the Eagles aren't that squad. I think the Eagles actually might find a way to get the job done. And more so for y'all's reaction's sake, I'm going with the Eagles. I don't really have any X and O's points to point to because I do see what you're saying about the Niners squad, and we talked about them getting rolling and being the better team and all that kind of stuff. But just for entertainment's sake, I'm going with Philly, and we'll see how that plays out. Surely going to be an entertaining one tomorrow, so we'll be locked in for sure. Going on from there, we talked about it as well already. Joe Flacco will start debuts for the Browns versus our Rams here in LA. We both picked the Rams in that. How you want to just add anything to that? We already gave our preview to it earlier.
Did we actually make picks? I don't remember if we actually.
No, actually not. Yeah, I kind of said that, but you had the Rams in that. I kind of may assume.
Yeah, I actually don't know if I do. I'm a little bit concerned about the Browns defense.
Of course.
I think Kyron can get it going. Brown. I guess it just depends if Flacco does flame us, like you said. But um, um, I'll give it to the Rams. I'll give it to the Rams. I can see the Browns getting it, but I'll give it to the Rams.
Same, but yeah, just for rivalry's sake, like I said, I don't want to see Flacco do well on the Browns, so going with the Rams. Also, to our Rams point, having Kyron back in the lineup definitely will help as well. I know we have had our peaks and valleys and things with the receiving core right now, but I do think there is at least some room for them to have a good game versus Brown squad. As good as they are, I think Puka and those guys can find a way to show themselves serviceable against them. So yeah, rolling with the Rams in that one. Going from there, Chiefs and Packers. Tell you that playing out on Sunday night.
Sunday night too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. The Packers have been playing better. Jordan Love, especially, has been playing better. It's funny throwing up his stats against some of these guys that are in the MVP consideration, right, and his stats look just as good. But no, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. They finally were able to put together some second half points, as you said they would be able to against the Raiders. Yeah, I think they're just the better overall team. So
similar to the Raiders game, I mean, just naturally started close, but it was close for a little while in the first half, and they finally figured things out. The Chiefs did and separated as things went along. I think it'll be similar in this Packers game. Although the Packers are a little better than the Raiders squad offensively and have more versatility to take advantage of, I think the Chiefs squad can separate in the end and prove themselves to be a top team that folks can still believe that they are. Plus, our defense continues to show that they are very solid still and can slow down this Packers squad, who have had some guys that we weren't expecting to emerge in Jaden Reed and Dobbs and those are the guys who are showing out at the moment. So, yeah, we'll run with the Chiefs in that one on Sunday night. It's going to be a fun one as well. Then lastly, on Monday night, Bengals and Jaguars is going to be an interesting one. Even without Joe Burrow in the building, Jake Browning leading the way for the Bengals versus the Jaguars. How is that playing out to the end of the week?
Yeah, I got the Jaguars winning this. I don't think the Bengals have quite enough without Joe there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The Jaguars have been playing pretty good football too. So
yeah, after the Niners beat down, they've gotten back on track a little bit. So yeah, I think the Jaguars will continue to build on that as they are making their playoff push as well, and we'll get the job done. So yeah, rolling with the Jaguars in that. It's gonna be another fun week of football. Let us know who your upset of the week is and all that stuff. Let us know what you're most excited for. Gonna be good things. Let us know who you guys think are gonna get more picks right this week. It should be very entertaining. A lot of picks were kind of the same, so it might be even this week.
I think the main one, like Eagles Niners.
Yeah, so we'll see about that one. But everything else is just about Eagle. But either way, should be a good one, and excited for everything on the way. We had a short week this week, as we said. Things were going on with all the holidays and stuff going on. We'll try to get back more on track upcoming this week with some more NBA talk that we were supposed to be doing, as well as our weekly NFL talk with our three truths, our hymn zone as well, and all of that. We'll be back as well. So good things here. Appreciate all tuning in, as you guys do. Continue to show love to LA Sports Report. A lot of great stuff going on over there. And thank you for tuning in, as you guys do. Continue to like, rate, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff for us. We appreciate the love. And yeah, we'll see you. Go ahead, Alec. Send us out.
Tell your pops the Eagles are not getting away with it this week.
You'll see this. So you say yourself.
They're seeing what an actual Super Bowl contender looks like this week. So
okay. We'll see. So good stuff ahead. Appreciate y'all. Show love and all of that. We'll see y'all in the comments and all that, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Deuces.